Title: Kansas City Chaos, Late Night Meal at McD's Turns into Deadly Showdown. TLDR, a seemingly regular Friday night near a Kansas City McDonald's ended in a hailstorm of bullets, leaving 2 people dead and another injured. The cause of this encounter? An unidentified police officer's call for backup. But hold your Big Macs, folks, the fuzz are still piecing together this mystery. Let's dive in. In the often bustling vicinity of 31st Street and Van Brunt Boulevard, a plot thick enough to rival your grandma's Thanksgiving gravy unfolded. Around 9 p.m., a Kansas City police officer, chillin' near a white van and a crowd of 5, dialed for support. Sergeant Andy Bell of the Missouri State Highway Patrol relayed this distress signal, and soon, additional officers landed in the eye of this perplexing storm. When the backup arrived, they discovered a scene straight out of Quentin Tarantino's film set. 3 people from the white van had been shot. A black male, tragically succumbing to his critical wounds, died on scene. Meanwhile, a white female, severely injured, was whisked away to the hospital only to face the same tragic end. A third, though suffering from minor injuries, luckily lived to tell the tale. 2 others from the van, unharmed, were detained. No cops, though, sustained any injuries, raising some interesting questions. A firearm, the life-stealing star of this grim narrative, was discovered at the scene. But here's where things get messy. It's too early to pinpoint where exactly this weapon was chilling before the showdown. Did it belong to one of the van's occupants, or the initial police officer? Or, was there another shadowy figure involved? Moving on to the fallen ones, the identities, ages, and reasons why they ended up in this fateful encounter remain under wraps. And, the police officer who triggered the backup call? Still hasn't spilled the beans. Can't help but wonder. What's the real tea behind this mysterious incident? Sergeant Bell, with a notable lack of details to offer, implied that they were still in the investigation's early stages. He didn't say much, but we heard him loud and clear. There's a lot more to this story than meets the eye. So, why should you care? Well, these tragic deaths marked the 83rd and 84th homicides in Kansas City so far this year, according to the Star's data. Last year, the city mourned a whopping 172 homicides, scoring the second highest number on record. What's going on, KC? This tragic incident will be investigated by the Highway Patrol, following a 2020 agreement to handle external reviews of police shootings. Once they finish their detective gig, they'll pass the baton to the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office. These folks then have the heavy responsibility of deciding if the shooting was lawful. Before we sign off, here's a disclaimer: this piece is not intended as legal advice or investment recommendation. It's simply meant to inform, entertain, and possibly make you rethink your late-night McDonald's runs. So, what's your take, friends? Is Kansas City's rising homicide count a sign of deeper social issues that need immediate attention? And what could